Okay, so a lot of guys are going to be trying the one stick method going into next season. They're going to be taking the off season to kind of figure out the method. I'm going to talk about the method that I'm going to be climbing with next season and late this season. A lot of guys are going to be buying a one stick and a small platform. I think you can get kind of the same climb, the same advantages as a one stick with like a Scout or a Artisan Outdoors platform. You can just climb with your regular full-size platform. So I've got the Ridge Runner platform here and a 3-step aider. And what this allows, it's about 5 pounds for the full setup. And we're going to see how to climb with it and how high we can get. Packs up super small. So here's the platform. I've got a 3-step rope aider I'll talk a little bit more about. I use just the cheap 8mm Amazon climbing rope from China. I wouldn't trust this for anything but an aider, but it's a nice feeling rope. I think I trust it for this. I used garden hose, kind of cut in half, put on there, and some black tape to hold it in place. These are just some double fisherman's knots to make the step. It works really well. I got it from somebody else on the forum. Made this 3-step aider, tied with scaffold hitches, kind of girth hitched around in the middle of the platform. And then I've got black tape around the platform so there's not really a rough edge that the rope's digging into. So I'll put it on the tree like this when I get ready to start. And then I'll take my tether, and it works well if you don't have any limbs. Throw it up high as I can get it. So this is how I would set up on my first climb. Let's go ahead and see how high our very first step is on this. We step in, and we're looking at about 6.5 feet. So 6.5 feet for your first step. I could probably get a few more inches if I really tried. 6.5 feet there, and then let's see how far we can get on each move. Okay, so what I've done here is we're going to act like I'm that 6.5 feet up the tree, but I've got my platform at exactly 1 foot off the ground. So we're going to see how high I get with each move, and kind of show you how I've set the platform every time, because it's a little different than setting a stick, especially if you've got a cam cleat. That makes it really easy. Probably the main disadvantage of climbing with just a platform is setting the platform when you climb. So I'm tethered in just like I'm hunting, only I'm climbing. Move it off to the side just a little bit. Sit down. And then I just take all my weight off, and I don't worry about like death gripping the tree. I don't worry about holding myself off the tree, although you can if you're comfortable with that. I just sit down. The lower you sit, the easier it is to grab the platform. I go through the aider, pick the platform up, and then you can just knock it off the ear of this Ridge Runner platform and pick it up. Now, I'm going to come up to my knee and go as high as I can with my platform. Stay under my tether. And hook it up. I'm doing all this off to the side so that I never get in the way of my tether. Now, here's the thing. When I pull this strap tight, I don't want to just cam it right over, because it goes all the way and that can kind of kick loose from side pressure. I pull it tight. When it's cammed up, move the back down a couple inches. You see that? Come in here tight. I pull it tight, move the whole back of the platform down a couple inches. What this is gonna do is make that strap way tighter, and see how hard it's biting into the tree. That's easy for me to get my foot in. Get back up. That's easy for me to get my foot in, and I can swing over and get ready to climb. So now I have my foot in the aider. I'm still sitting. What I'm going to do is go ahead and swing over. If you can get your tether over the front, that's helpful, but it's not necessary. Dig your foot into the tree, get my tether over, and go ahead climb up. I've got a lineman's belt, and I put it on now. Now, the disadvantage here is I do have slack in my tether. There's not really a great way to avoid that. You just want to try to minimize it. So, I've got it as tight as I can to the bridge, and I'm going to go ahead and move it up after I get to here. The lineman's belt is crucial here because I'm solid. I'm not going to fall. I'm hands-free. I'm relaxed. You want to try to keep your tether as little slack as possible in your tether. If you want to run a second tether here, you can do that as well. All right. We just moved. We started at 1 foot. Let's see how high we got with just that move. Looks like we're just shy of 6 feet. So you're looking about 5 feet every move, but you just carry a platform, 3-step aider. It's not a hard climb. I'd say it's easier to climb this way than to carry 4 sticks in for sure. Could be for you. 5 feet a move, 3 moves, you get 15 feet. Not bad.